Da 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 da. Okay, third time lucky trying to film this video. The weather has been so piss poor in the UK that it's been very grey light, and that makes it very hard for me to film in natural light, so we've had to go back to studio lights. As I found yesterday when I edited the most lovely video that just none of the colours came out in. Anyway, so we're going to start again. Today we are looking at the new Chanel bronzers. Now I have the original one here, Soleil Tan Bronze Universal, which look like this, and now there are 5. So we're going to have a look at the colours. As I'm fair, I'm going to start with the lightest, and that is called Soleil Tan Light Bronze, and it looks like this. All the new bronzing creams come with the CC logo, but as I've done this video so many times, very few of mine have it on. Let's build this up. This is such a gorgeous colour if you're fair like me, and if you struggle to find bronzers that don't look incredibly orange on you or just very dark. Initially when I looked at these, I thought my shade would be the second shade, but actually this gives me such a nice natural bronze. If you haven't used these before, these are a cream. However, if you've used the original before, they're a slightly different texture to that. I mean, this is so nice. I'm going to give this shade 10 out of 10 because I think that there just aren't enough really great bronzers for people that are super fair, and this I do believe is going to work on a lot of people. It really fills a gap. Also, I really love the texture of it, which is kind of like light and fluffy. It's not, if you've used the original one before, that was a bit more opaque, and this is less so. You can build it up, but it just feels a little bit lighter, and it's not shiny either. This one had more of a sheen to it, and this is definitely more matte, which I think works with who wants shiny when you're in the sun anyway. You're going to be shiny, so it is very elegant, and I think, I mean, that is lush, right? And this is Soleil Tan Bronze. So let me show you this one next to the original. Very similar. I actually put this on my hand, and I don't think you'll be able to see here, but I'm going to do it again just in case it works. Hopefully you can see that the original has a bit more of a sheen to it, and it's a little bit more orangey. It's got a bit more of that sort of orangey undertone. This, you can see it's got a little bit more of an earthiness to it. Can you see that? And that is going to look much more natural. And this is Soleil Tan Bronze. It's a similar shade, so if you like the original one, then you will like this shade. This would be the dupe for it. I'm going to work a bit of that just over the top. I mean, obviously for me, it's fortunate because I have the luxury to be able to build 2 up, and I like doing that a lot. But if I had to pick between these 2 bronzers, if I'm my normal colour and I'm here in the UK, I'm buying that lightest shade. But if I'm in Ibiza or somewhere and I have a little bit of a tan, I'm buying the second shade. So there you go, we're gradually tanning. I'm going to start taking that down my neck a bit, but avoiding getting it on my top if possible. Don't throw away your seals because you don't want it to dry out. So that's the second shade. Now I might be able to add a little bit of the third shade on, but it could be pushing it. We're going to try. Right, the next shade is called Soleil Tan Medium Bronze. Looks like this. Let's add a bit of this in. I'm just popping this on the tops of my cheekbones now. It's sort of too bronze to go under the cheekbone, and I'm going to pop this just on my brow bone, so sort of the places that would tan the most, you know? That's really pushing the limit of how bronze I could go. They look really nice when they're built up. Now I'm just going to show you the 4th and 5th shades. I won't put them on because they're just too deep for me, but they are really beautiful. So we have Soleil Tan Deep Bronze, and then this gorgeous one here, which is Soleil Tan Intense Deep Bronze. But obviously trying them on me is not going to be very helpful. These are brilliant. I love these. I'm really glad that Chanel brought these out. I would definitely have that light one in my makeup bag, and I would have all of them in my kit, although they're very heavy, so I probably wouldn't, let's be honest. I prefer them to the original because the texture and finish is nicer. Obviously, the colours are richer and there are more of them. So great, love that. Shall we look at some other Chanel bits? Because I have some of the summer stuff here, so we might as well look at it while we are here. There is an eyeshadow palette. I've already done this several times, so it's not looking quite as new as it did previously. Really pretty. I'm going to keep it really simple and just do it with my fingers. So I'm going to use this kind of peachy nude one here, peachy nude, and just push that all over my eyelid. These are really pigmented, and when I filmed this yesterday, none of this picked up because the light was so bad. But these are so great, and I love how easy they are to apply. Now they do have a sheen to them, but it's not an unflattering sheen, and also because they're these light, soft colours, you can just do it with a finger, right? How easy is that? This palette is great if you have blue eyes, as you can see, because it's got all these lovely sort of golds and warm tones. Also going to work on green eyes. It will work on everyone, don't get me wrong, but just in particular, it's going to make blue eyes look bluer. I'm going to put a little bit of this gold one on, just through the middle here, because look how gold it is. Then I'm going to do this gold here. I'm going to take the little brush that comes with it and use the darkest shade just along the outside edge. I like to be realistic about what I'm prepared to do makeup wise when I'm on holiday or it's very warm outside. And this is very easy and quick. And I like just blending it in with my fingers, that's nice. I just run a bit underneath on my finger. Let me tell you why I like navy mascara. Because brown mascara looks absolutely hideous on me. I really want it to look good, but it doesn't. It always looks like my eyes are sore. But navy is softer than a black, and you don't always want to wear a black, especially if you're wearing kind of soft makeup like this. It still gives you that definition, and navy looks banging. And I've been obsessed with it since I watched that Kylie video. Did Caroline Barnes do the makeup for it? I'll have to ask her. I can't remember. She had gold eyeshadow on and maybe blue eyeliner and blue mascara, and I was just like, my God, that is it. That's the look. And so now, whenever I've got a tan, I just reach for the navy. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got a couple of blushes. These ones are called Healthy Golden Glow Powders. Well, you can see I've been using them. Obviously, they're a highlighter and a blush, but I like to mix it together. So I take my brush and I give it a little swirl like this, the whole lot, and then I push it on. Brush is shedding. Look, when I pick products for my kit, it's really different to the products that I would pick for me. And the reason for that is obviously I'm much older now, and the people that I would do makeup on are still often pretty young. And so I think about payoff and like the depth of colour and then how it blends and all of those things. Now, when I pick products for me, I actually like products that are really diffused. It's much more about building the product up. And that's what Chanel does very well. I always think that their products are really elegant. And often with Chanel, it's the kind of product that I would have in my makeup bag, but not necessarily always in my kit. And the reason for that is that it is designed for you to wear it during the day. You can see it's got this like very kind of soft focus, buildable. If you're getting older, as we all are, but if you're sort of in your 40s and 50s, things sit differently on your skin than they used to. What Chanel does so well is that they're able to blend their pigments and their shimmers together, that they're still very flattering on the skin for somebody that is my age and older. Now, these are the kind of things that I would have in my kit, and these are amazing. These are their sticks. They are called, blimey, my eyes, guys, Reset, Refresh. Am I going to wreck it by popping a bit of this on? I'll just pop a little bit of the pink one on. These are your gorgeous pops. I didn't need to put it on, but I wanted to show you. So you've got like a hot pink and a gorgeous sort of summery coral there. Lips wise, there are 3. One of them I definitely wouldn't wear. I know will look terrible on me, but I'm going to show you anyway, just because. Okay, the first shade is called Peachy 270. The texture of these is Rouge Cocoa Flash. I'm pushing this on with a finger because if you go straight from the bullet, it's like having gold lips, and that's not how it's supposed to be worn. Could never ever wear this colour without a lip liner. It would just wash me out completely. It gives me kind of like Saint-Tropez, hot Saint-Tropez nights kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? But the lip liner I'm using is Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheek Contour Duo. These new ones, I really love them. The shade I'm using I think is medium. There's so much writing on it though that you can't really tell what shade it is, but I think it's medium. So this colour is Peachy. So let's get rid of that. I run out of tissue. Where's the tissue gone? It's all glamour here, look. Gigantic toilet rolls. I buy these in bulk and I use them, obviously, to take my lipstick off. Okay, let's have a look at the other ones. So then there is this one called Sun Kiss, 26 Sun Kiss. And this is actually a sort of bright pink. Now, I am describing it to you because my camera seems not to want to pick this colour up at all. You can put that on much stronger than I have, but I prefer to kind of push it in like that. If you wanted to, you could wear it quite bold and vibrant. And the last colour is called Sunset, and it's a more muted, deeper coral. Still not deep though. Summery, but more kind of like, it's more Mallorca, less Saint-Tropez. I think that Kylie song was called Love at First Sight. It's now in my head, playing in my head. Okay, if we wanted to beef this up for an evening, then you could really just put that darker one through the socket. I I mean, they blend really easily. Probably could use my fingers. So you could just bring it right up if you want something a bit more. Let's pop a little underneath as well. I like this a lot. It's very easy and nice texture. There you go. And that's it. Bye.